Not good news for the Oklahoma City Thunder. If you get blown out with a chance to clinch the NBA Finals in Game 6, chances are you're going to lose in Game 7. Take a look at the history here in the NBA Finals, and I'll point out the Supersonics in 1978. They lost by 35 on the road in Game 6 in 1978, which would become the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Supersonics lost Game 7 at home against the Bullets. Now, the Supersonics won a title the next year, but I'm just saying, if you're a Pacers fan, you're feeling pretty good because you like history. Speaking of history, this from 2 weeks ago.
My Pacers are going to get it done. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be clean. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be a 7-game series. We're going to take it home, and at OKC's floor, we're going to get it done.
There he is, the prognosticator himself, the wizard.
Get a tight shot on that.
They're going to work their magic. How do you feel about that prediction 2 weeks ago, and here we are getting a Game 7 like you predicted?
Well, I always felt that, you know, the OKC was going to be at the top of the mountain. They've been great all season long on both ends of the court. But I always believe in my Pacers because of the pace and the fact that they've shown that they can come back from down 15, 20 at any point in the season against like very talented players. But for me, going into a Game 7, I played in the Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals, but obviously not in the finals. But we lost to LeBron James and the Heatles. And one thing I remember from them was they had nobody warmed, like nobody came out for the starting five. When they announced it, they were all locked in. They were all locked in, and they hit us first. I know we've reiterated that so many times, but when you go into a Game 7, everything is on the line. You have to come out aggressive from the start, hit shots. You have to be perfect. Now, for me, I think the Pacers can do it. If they can continue to disrupt SGA on the defensive end, get out on the break, play with pace, I think they're going to be great. But in terms of OKC, I think they need to do a better job of adjusting to those traps and shooting the ball better from the three-point line. 26% from the three-point line, 8 for 31 from the three is not going to cut it. And I think that Chet Holmgren's going to have to really step up because, like you said before, they double SGA. They're going to kick it back out to him. He needs to get 1, 2, 3 top of the key threes easy to get them going, to get that first punch, to get blood first, Game 7.
I mean, first of all, for the Thunder, they're at home.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Which they've been great. Best in the league.
10-2 at home this postseason.
Exactly.
Chris.
So it's going to, even though Indiana did win a game there, they, you know, we still don't know how they won that game, but they did, and that's been the story of their playoff season. But the Thunder, SGA's got to get back to being SGA. The question is, will they get into that groove early? Because I'm telling you right now, that plane ride back, you know, who's ever been in that situation? You always think about muscle memory. Who's been in that situation for that team? Caruso's been in a championship, but where's Caruso tonight? We haven't said his name one time, right? Chet struggled tonight.
Yeah.
So the question is, where are the answers? Because they relied on two guys to really carry them. And in the last couple of days, that's all we talked about. SGA and all the records he brought, and J-Dub. And you got to give the Pacers credit because they bottled them up. They turned them over. They made them look bad tonight. I'm going to be honest. They made them look bad. So the Pacers now, they're going to have to go in there and say, hey, guys, who's the pressure on, us or them? No one minus 700 every game. We're still an underdog, right? I picked the Pacers in 6 because I thought they had the better makeup and they were the older team. A little bit worried when Halliburton got hurt. T.J. McConnell has saved the playoff season. The question is, going into this game, what is Rick Carlisle, what kind of game plan is he going to have, and will they have the discipline to execute it? And he hasn't played well the last few games, but I'm predicting, and it depends on how they use their rotation, that Ben Mathurin is going to have to show up for them to win Game 7. Somebody that has not played well is going to have to do something extra for them to win. I think Mathurin is going to be that X factor if they put him in, because tonight he was non-existent. You look like he didn't want to be out there, but it's all hands on deck, and we'll see what happens in Game 7. But it's going to, hey, listen, the NBA, they're talking about the ratings down, Hakeem. They couldn't ask for a better situation. Sunday night, 8 o'clock, you got Game 7 of the NBA Finals, a team who was a prohibitive favorite playing against the Yesers, a team that no one thought could get there. I think they're a team of destiny.
Roy, I want to take you back to the second round with the Thunder.
Yes.
They went on the road, lost to the Denver Nuggets. Similar situation here. Went to Indianapolis, they lost on the road. They went home and beat the Nuggets in a Game 7 to get to the Western Conference Finals. How much are you using that experience? Because you said the limited experience. How much of that experience do you use?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every little step, those are part of the foundation. Those are part of the bricks that you build as a team that you rely on when you're in those situations. When you're in a huddle and, you know, the team just went on a run, you say, you talk to your teammates in the huddle and say, hey, we've been here before, guys. We've been in this situation. We rely on each other, and we're just going to keep doing the things we've done before. Just keep whittling away until we get the result that we want, because OKC imposes their will on other teams, and they did that against Denver. They've done that every round so far. I expect a very competitive game. I think it's going to go down to like the last 4 or 5 minutes. It's not going to be easy, but obviously I have my Pacers winning.
Listen, if they employ the same game plan, don't foul, right? Bottle up J-Dub and bottle up Shea, right? Don't put them on the foul line. That's important. You mentioned that double-digit foul line. Don't put them on the foul line, right? If Chet Holmgren does not show up and Caruso does not give them that spark off the bench, and the one X factor that I say about the Pacers that I don't like about OKC, even though they can do it at times, is that if the Pacers can make threes, that's the key factor. I mean, look at the threes they made tonight. That is the key factor. In the 2 games that they struggled mightily, right, they didn't make threes. And again, they escaped Game 4. I'll say it again. They escaped Game 4 because the Pacers handed it to them. If they don't shoot threes well and they don't foul, hard task, I'm telling you, it's going to be a game. And obviously, Halliburton's got to play too. That's the other part to it, which we fully expect him to play.
Yeah, you explained the SGA. In the 3 losses, he got to the free throw line single-digit times. In the 3 wins, double-digit free throw attempts. All right, look at this. OKC has won 7 straight home Game 7s. OKC is 10-2 at home this postseason. Home teams are 6-1 in the last 7 NBA Finals Game 7s. Roy, why am I supposed to believe, because I know you're picking the Pacers here in Game 7, why am I supposed to believe in the Pacers in Game 7?
I mean, I think that this is a team that, without the numbers, it's just like, give us one. Like,
throw out the numbers?
Let's throw out the numbers. Like, give us one. You guys have had KD. You guys have had KD, you know, James Harden, Jeff Green, Russell Westbrook. Like, can we get something? We haven't had a MVP or anything like that. You know, let us have this one. I know this is not the scientific or the numbers breakdown, but we need to cut us a break.
You're going to have to earn it, Roy.
Yeah, cut us a break,
They're going to let you do nothing. They're going to have to Chris, they're going to have to earn this on the road.
Listen, as I said before, I preface it by saying minus 700. Has there ever been a team that's been minus 700 going into the finals?
There's been some pretty big favorites,
that's
but this is huge favorite.
And you're talking about one of the best teams offensively and defensively, winning on the road at home with the team with the MVP and one of the toughest places to play, right, in the NBA. If they get this done. But again, as I said before, who had the tougher route, Hakeem, to the finals?
Yeah, absolutely.
At Cleveland, at New York, and now you got to play at the Paycom. Those guys have been tested. If I'm OKC, I'm a bit afraid. Mark Daigneault, I mean, great coach. Has he been here before? Shea Gilgeous, great player. Has he been here before? Not that anybody on the other than Pascal Siakam's been there, but at the end of the day, Rick Carlisle's been there. So I'm looking at this game going like, on the road, I'm gonna trust the road team. I know it sounds crazy.
It does.
It sounds crazy, but I would not be surprised if it's a Pacer blowout.
Wow.
I mean, I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if the Thunder come out and throw a dud.
Okay.
On Game 7. I wouldn't be surprised.
We're gonna be here for you. Roy Hibbert, Chris Walker, Hakeem Dermish on CBS Sports HQ. We are going to take you all the way to the end of the season. We have got ourselves a Game 7 Sunday night, 8 Eastern. You can watch the game on ABC. This is the first Game 7 of the NBA Finals since 2016. Certainly all of the stats and the numbers favor OKC, but all of the numbers and the stats have favored the Thunder in this series. And here we are at a Game 7. So Pacers and Thunder, for all the marbles, Indiana 1 win away from its first NBA championship in franchise history. OKC trying to deliver the first NBA championship to Oklahoma City. It all goes down Sunday night.